Rawdanger is a sequel to Disaster Report, continuing the idea of a natural disaster being a dangerous force against our protagonist. Except in the last game it was all man-made, but you know, that was the twist. Personally, I think Rawdanger is a terrible name for the game, and I have no idea why they don't just call it Disaster Report 2, since it's a sequel. Looking at this cover, at first I didn't like it. I still like Disaster Report's cover more, but there's more going on than you first realize. I didn't like the warning sign that the characters are in, and then the yellow around it, but I do get why it looks like this. I will give the artist credit that the cover is referencing a plot point in the game, so my opinion of it has changed. It works. The Japanese name is Settai Setomi Toshi ni Ite Su Ita Kyoku Tachi. The Desperate City 2, Frozen Memories, made by the same company, IRAM, and was released in 2006 in Japan, later internationally in 2007. Once again, it removes everything Japanese related, giving all the characters English names and dyeing their hair. Though they forgot the cover and in some of the art in the manual. This was early 2000s, it was just how things were done, even though there's plenty in the game that makes it obviously Japanese. Now last time in Disaster Report, I barely remembered what happened in it. In this game, it seems most of my memory wasn't even reliable. The only part that I actually remembered was the body heat mechanic, which I'll get to in a moment. It's once again a disaster simulator, this time mostly to do with flooding, which also has the survival system revamped. We can see all of this in the tutorial. Yeah, this time we get a tutorial. And it's interactable instead of a bunch of videos. Let's go over the new stuff real quick before jumping into the story. Well, the health bar and QP are gone now. Instead we have a bar called BT, which stands for body temperature. But then the game just calls it TP. Why does this keep happening? They called the blue bar thirst gauge and then called it QP in the last game. You can only see the TP bar when you get near a warm spot, like a heater. They are called survival points, and you can save there. You have indicators, like the one at the bottom of the left screen. It lets you know if the TP is going down, or if the character is wet, or how wet. The wetter you are, the faster you lose heat. Other than getting to the survival points, you can use heating pads and first aid kits to raise it back up. But you'll still be wet. Survival points can dry you off, and if you have a pot, you can make food. The rest of the controls are pretty similar to the first game, though you can control the camera with the right stick now. Oh, and the cancel is triangle for some reason. At least it is in the English version. The Japanese version is X. You get used to it, but triangle is really weird for canceling and backing out. I struggled with the menu and map a few times when I was trying to quickly back out. There is an added part to the brace button, which you can grab onto something to stop from being swept away by the water. After you finish the tutorial, you get a score and a new compass. Yep, compasses are back, and I forget to equip this one. Oh well, there'll be a lot more and I'll be changing them throughout the playthrough. Let's check my report card. And I'm average. Nice. You can get a master score, I think, but I don't care enough to try. The report card is back in this game. However, it's not as detailed as the first one, but then there's gotta be like 5 different report cards and then a final scorecard throughout the game, so it makes sense to be less. Yep, that's quite a lot. We play 5 different characters and 1 secret character throughout the game. You play through the whole route and then switch to another character. I remember switching to different characters, but I thought you swapped between them throughout the game, much like a game like Siren. Oops, remembered that wrong. So, now that we're done with that, we can check the manual for some story. It's not as long as the first game, but it does set stuff up. Laying in wait. It's been several years since the Capital Island tragedy. The horrors of the incident have faded from memory, and the development of large cities throughout the nation has hit an all-time high. The city of Delray is one of these cities. Well, I hope they didn't forget Stiver Island sank. Seems they forgot the island's name. The city itself was called Capital City. That's not a good sign. Or it means they scrubbed the records. Oof. We don't need another man-made island made on honeycombs. Surrounded by the ocean, mountains, and rivers, Delray's limited land space compelled its development project to go underground. One such endeavor, named the GeoCity Project, would change everything in the area. The year is 2010. It's December. and the long-awaited GeoCity project is complete. Its completion marks a new era for the city. Today, everyone is celebrating a rainy Christmas Eve. So, according to this, it's been 5 years after Capital City sank. Like I said, this one's a lot shorter, but we have our setup. So, let's start the game. We start the game on the character select. We have to pick this guy, Joshua Harwell. He's our first playable character, and we can change his name if we want. We can change all the characters' names actually, but I decided to keep them.
Gentlemen, a big round of applause for Mayor Goldstein.
Thank you all for coming to support GeoCity and help us celebrate. The city was completed with the help of some remarkable individuals. This was made possible by the best engineers and project leaders.
Hey, look over there. Huh? You know her? I heard her family is rich.
I had no idea.
Yeah, you should go after her. You could be rich too.
Yeah. I don't think so.
And most of all, the citizens who proudly call this fine city their home. As the mayor, I will strive to further the advancements of this extraordinary city.
Grab some food from the kitchen and bring it here. She should be serving the center table.
The voice acting is still subpar. I know some people would say it's awful, but I've heard so much worse that it's kinda meh to me. Slightly better in some places to the first game. I think Joshua's voice actor does pretty decent in certain scenes. I'd show them, but they are spoilers. You know what's really frustrating? You can't even hear them half the time in the game, as I've shown in the opening. You know, that wasn't too much of a problem in the first game, surprisingly enough.
Be careful!
Can I ask what your job is?
I thought I told you already. I'm a journalist with Capital Master.
What? That's it? I guess I can't really say anything. I'm not better.
That's not even the worst of it, and I can't show you at this moment, at least, because it's all plot connected. One of the worst scenes is kind of important for a character's motivation. So, as you can see, a good chunk of the time the characters' voices are just drowned out by water and wind. I couldn't adjust anything in the game to help it either. Thank goodness we have subtitles. Anyway, enough about voice acting, let's take a look at the game itself. Holy moly, I really like the look of this game. Just a big upgrade from the last one, which was 4 years before, so they did a nice leap forward. It has tons more color, and the levels have a lot more character to them. Everything breaking apart looks great, and not as blocky. Scenarios are more creative than another building is falling, or everything is falling apart behind Keith. The game doesn't just block us off from backtracking all the time, it cuts up the levels into sections instead, letting us wander around the level a little more. Not that we'd never get cut off, it's just not the default. This opening part of the game has a lot of little flavor text to it. I was trying to play it a bit safe since I wasn't sure what triggers what kind of endings in my first playthrough. Turns out most of what you do doesn't change anything. There's just a few key moments in the game that will dictate the path you're on. Most characters have 2 different endings with a lot of variants. I did 4 runs of the game to collect a lot of different things, so I'll splice up my blind run with the others. Also, the quality changes because in my first playthrough, I found in certain parts of the game there's a weird filter that shows up. It doesn't look as nice as the original setup, but I don't have to deal with the weird graphic issues that make it look like muddy water is splashed onto the screen while the characters are melting as they move through it. Anyway, back to where we were. Looks like we're on server duty at a big party. Joshua's sent to the kitchen to bring some food, so I need to get him over there quickly. Well, if I do that, we will miss a lot of little things, so let's do some exploring. First, let's talk to the guy who pointed out the rich girl to Joshua.
Hey, weren't you supposed to bring some food? Have you seen Stephanie today? Man, she's so cute. You know what? I heard that her locker is B1, same as mine. What are the chances? I think it's a sign.
Hey, this guy has quite the crush. Also, this is the only time we can talk to him about his crush. He mentions a locker number being the same. We can check on this later. Next, since we're a good employee, let's help this poor lady. She has dropped her contact lens and needs help finding it. The game gives us little stuff like this to practice the controls. I wonder if they expected us to skip the tutorial. We now have a drunk man to deal with. Joshua tells him he's drinking too much and gets reprimanded by the boss. Sorry, Josh, didn't mean to do that to you. Can I call you Josh? We can head outside of the party and there's a few guests around. Most of it is just flavor text, talks of the rain and such. If we sneak into the back of the kitchen, we can find a costume.
Hi, I'm Gio.
Oh, can't run around as Geo, the city mascot. Oh well.
What are you doing? Get to work.
We can now move the story forward by getting the food. As I slowly wobble my way over, trying to figure out where I need to go, I finally found the girl that's supposed to be serving food. We now know her as Stephanie. Since I've decided to play as a good guy, Joshua is going to help her.
Please carry them to the hallway table. Don't run.
Okay, I've got this. Shouldn't be hard.
Hey, what are you doing?
Well, I messed that up. Not that there's much of a change if we do pull it off. It affects nothing. The boss then sends Stephanie out into the hall to bring more guests in, and I'm told to keep serving. Unfortunately for me, that's not a lot of information, so after wandering around and looking stupid for a little while, I just head back to the boss and ask him, what do you want me to do?
Please pay extra attention to Mayor Goldstein.
Oh, okay. Find the mayor. But before that, there's a part with Stephanie we can see if we head out of the party again.
Oh! It looks like this child is lost. Will you go find her mother?
Sure, I'll find her.
Thank you. Think carefully. Where did you lose your mother?
I went potty and then she wasn't there.
Don't worry, we'll find your mom.
If I had 100 yen for every time I've seen the lost child romance scene in a Japanese game, I'd be buried in them. Even modern Otome games still do them.
Oh, look at that.
Let's just go look for that mayor. I listened to a few of the guests talk about the mayor and how he's responsible for the city being built. the project was pushed forward despite delays. He wanted the project to be done by the end of the year. That sounds familiar. Hopefully the water system isn't made into a honeycomb. The mayor also used to be a doctor and knows a lot about endemic diseases. He even went to a village and treated a huge outbreak. Huh. Oh, look, we found Goldstein.
Hey, move it! Out of my way!
Excellent. Your timing is excellent. I've been speaking all day. Will you bring me a glass of mineral water?
Yes, sir.
Mayor Goldstein? Excuse me. I need to go.
Hey! Going to the restroom again? He's really nervous. There's no reason for him to be. Nonetheless, it's not important. The water, now that's important.
Water? I guess the kitchen will have water? Let's awkwardly head over there. Oh, hey, there's Stephanie. Was she talking with someone? Well, she doesn't want to talk about it if you ask her if she's okay, or who was that? She's just not going to answer you. Oh well, let's get that water. We need to walk carefully as to not to spill it. Though when we go to get the water, the head chef is on the phone. There seems to be water issues. But before we deliver the water, we can see Stephanie was talking with the boss, or as everyone calls him, Chief. If you follow her, we can see there is some leaking from the ceiling.
Look over here.
This must have been what I heard.
This must be the broken water pipe.
Huh. Water pipe. Oh yeah, that's right.
I'll call someone. You can get back to work.
All right. You sure everything is okay?
Positive. We'll get it fixed up.
That doesn't look good. As we start to head back to the party, we see a woman looking at another large leak.
Look over here. Water is leaking. What should we do? Is that true? Hey, do you have a minute? I have a favor to ask you.
A favor?
Will you bring me an extra uniform?
What?
My name is Sophia Briggs. I'm a reporter for Capital Magazine. I'm writing an article that focuses on the people working behind the scenes. Please, I just need it for 10 minutes.
Oh, this lady is trying to get us in trouble. But because our protag, Joshua, is a nice person this run, he has a hard time saying no, so he agrees. Oh, thank goodness we can put the picture down. If we head back to the hall, we can find the chief and ask him where the extra uniform is. We return to Sophia and give her the uniform. Let's just hope we didn't help some crazy lady infiltrate the staff. Back to getting the mayor his water.
Excuse me, sir. Sorry that I kept you waiting.
What took you so long? Ah, perfect. I appreciate it.
Mayor Goldstein.
Don't run around like that. You're disturbing our guests.
I'm sorry.
Calm down and tell me what happened.
Well, it's...
What? Right. I'll come right away. Everyone, excuse us. Please relax and enjoy. The chef personally selected tonight's dinner. Thank you all for coming.
Should I be worried?
Hey, we all have to meet in the kitchen. I'll be waiting there.
Yeah, I think I should be extremely worried. The next part really shows how we're lacking in voice acting again. Look, the voice acting isn't the best, but it's really not that bad. However, they didn't even try in this moment.
I heard the levee along the Hudson River just broke. Everyone remain calm. Guide the guests from the lobby back to the hall.
It's too bad because it's not really the voice actor's fault, it's whoever's directing this because they didn't get enough voices. It's really frustrating since the Japanese sells the panic a lot better.
よし、全員集まったな。慌てないで聞いてくれ。ついさっき地上で羽代川が決壊したらしい。
聞いたかよ。羽代川が決壊？どうするんだよ。どうしよう。ここまで来るじゃやるねよ。可愛いよ。もう帰ろうよ。もう帰ってもいいですか？
構造はしっかりしてるって聞いてるし。
これは参ったな。帰れなくなっちゃうよ俺。
でもさ、
みんな落ち着いてくれ。この施設は心配ない。ただ念のためお客様を避難させる。それぞれの分担を指示するからよく聞いてくれ。篠原君は吹き抜けのお客様を会場に戻るよう誘導してくれ。
なんだこれ。水だよ。やめてね。どうなってんだよ。
みんな静かに。落ち着くんだ。君たちが慌ててどうする。以上だ。よろしく頼むぞ。
Look, I know it's a little unfair. The Japanese take voice acting in games more seriously than the US, especially around 2007. Also, as you can see, they say the characters' names in the Japanese version. They cut it out in the English one. I guess it's because you can change your name. It doesn't really sound right and gets worse as we get more playable character names coming in. Before we go do our duty, let's get our backpack from our locker. It's not in this run, but in another run, I was able to check the B1 locker. Do we get a special item? Oh. Wow. This guy really has it that bad, eh? Oh, geez. That doesn't look like she knew he took that picture. I'll just confiscate that. This scene changes depending on whether you help Sophia or not. You either get a regular NPC or...
Hey, you. Thanks for your help. I'll be able to write a good article. Oh, excuse me. I have to go now.
There's a lot of little things like this throughout the game. We then go around trying to get everyone that's hanging outside to head back to the hall. I think I freaked out people by having a backpack on.
What's up with the backpack?
One of the guests mentions that the mayor's assistant is still in the bathroom, so we should go help him.
Oh, man. Oh, hey. Look, the sink's broken. I'll leave it to you.
Well, I can't fix this. Nor will I try. Time to go. Heading out of the bathroom, I find I'm sealed behind a gate. Having Joshua yell gets the chief's attention.
Hey. The elevator stopped. We'll take the emergency staircase. And by the way, have you seen Stephanie? She told me she was leaving early, but I don't think she's left yet. She may be in the locker room. Could you go and check? And don't forget your backpack.
Guys, I think he's blind. Let's get Stephanie and get out of here. The water is everywhere. After wasting a lot of time trying to be clever, not realizing the game won't let me, I try to talk to Stephanie through the door.
Someone there? Please help me!
Stephanie?
The door won't open!
It won't open from this side either.
The place is flooded and the lights...
You can't find another way out?
I tried to go through this hole in the wall, but I can't climb up.
A hole in the wall? Wait, I'll see if I can find something.
I'll have to remember there are some things you can't do right away.
Huh? Oh no, that's electricity. Stephanie, I'll be there in a minute.
Please hurry!
Hold on, there must be a breaker somewhere. Okay, I can go through the hole now.
What was that noise?
So, we're both trapped here now. All according to plan. No, wait, no, it wasn't. Looking around, we strangely can't find Stephanie. There is a cell phone, which we can use as a light. Turns out, Stephanie is in one of the lockers. Joshua has to pry it open to help her out. He then fills her in on what's been going on, since she wasn't there for the Chief's meeting earlier. Well, we can't go back the way we came, but we can push this locker out of the way. With Stephanie's help, we'll crawl out of the hole and into the kitchen. And that's when the radio goes... I mean the phone goes off.
Huh?
That ringtone.
I'll answer it. Hello?
You're not Stephanie. Let me speak to my daughter.
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm her father. Who are you?
Well, sir,
Okay, that's good. You two are in downtown Geo. There's a station in the north side. Will you escort my daughter to the downtown station?
who, me?
Please, this is an emergency situation. We should be helping each other.
A man should always protect a woman.
Joshua, why did you say it like that? Chill, man. You're supposed to be a good guy in this run, right? There just wasn't a lot of good options there.
I'll make sure she gets there.
Father?
Stephanie, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Hurry up and come home. Don't worry about that anymore.
But what about...
She feels the same way.
Dad, I'm...
Shit, the cell phone. Don't worry about it. It wasn't your fault.
I'm so sorry.
Now, come on, let's get out of here.
Okay, at least we have a destination, even if we lost the phone. Let's see, this is 2007, even if it's 2010 in the game. I guess our guide doesn't have one? Though that was the time when people started getting phones. At least in the US it was. I'm going to assume our college student just can't afford one. Also, with all this destruction, phones are going to start cutting out. The connection isn't as good as it is now, and all the water's probably ruining them. Also, I'm sure this is to show how rich Stephanie is. I think this is the last time we see a cell phone in the game. Some characters really should have them. Sorry for the tangent there. I just noticed this after seeing this beginning part so many times. I was just wondering why so few characters, or really no one, has a cell phone. Let's grab the emergency flashlight on the wall and get out of here. We're gonna have to go through the banquet hall if we want to get out, though. The other door has been completely blocked off. Unfortunately, everything is falling apart here too. Well, that's okay. There is a direction we can go, though it's really flooding here, making it hard to walk around. We finally make it to where everyone was evacuating, but it seems they all left.
Someone's here?
Where is everyone?
We must have evacuated already.
to catch up, Stephanie gets stuck. Joshua gets to her and helps her.
Thank you so much. I would have died without your help.
I swear some of these choices are way too much. I'm playing Joshua as a good person, but holy moly, I'm not saying that! We just met. I don't want to scare her.
Did what I had to do.
We find the staff with a few of the guests that didn't make it out, but because there's stuff in the way and it's so loud, they can't hear us when we call out for help. We're gonna have to look around and see what we can find. Looks like this area is being worked on. There's a lot of construction. I think one of the guests mentioned that. Luckily, Josh is able to find a bullhorn. This should help. Now we can make it over there.
Hey, you two. You're safe. I was worried about you. I'm so glad you're safe. But we've got to get you over here. Hey, come on, help me.
Everyone is freezing, so we'll get this heater turned on. Now that people can warm up, we need to figure out how we're all gonna get out of here. One of the workers mentions that there's a lift on a higher floor that they could use to get from the building to the upper level of the city.
It looks so cold. Here, use this. Oh, that. You're a lucky one, Logan. What? I know it's not for this time to talk, but you have a good point. Huh? Oh no, he's not mine.
If I had 100 yen for every time... let's not be a weirdo.
No, we're not a couple.
Oh, really?
Hey, I need some help over here.
Okay, I'm coming.
No one else is willing to go across the water, except the chief, but he's hurt himself. Okay, I guess it's up to Joshua. Whew, that was scary. Let's get this ladder and make it easier for everyone else. This is one of the few points in the game where juggling items in the bag are a problem. It gets easier later on when I find better backpacks and other items that can help carry stuff. Alrighty then, now that we have room, let's throw this down.
Help me go first.
Come on, hurry up! I'm next. What are you talking about? I'm next.
Please remain calm.
Maybe we need a key. All right, I'll go.
No! I can't believe it!
What are you doing there? Get over here. No.
Look, I understand how sad this is, Stephanie, but we gotta go.
Hey, are you all right?
How did that guy get hurt? Jeez, I have to do everything myself. Whoa, gotta say, Joshua is really strong. Carrying a grown man across rapid waters trying to push us over the edge. It's a little tricky, but we make it over. We make it over.
Damn it. It's not moving.
Huh? What do you mean it's not moving?
Well, that's not good.
Hey, look at the water.
The water has stopped rising.
Look, I think we can climb up from here.
Hey, let me go!
Hang in there. We're almost there.
Hold on, I'll go up first and help you up.
Oh, thank you. Thanks very much for your help.
Before we go more into this, a lot has happened. Very few people made it out from the looks of it. Like, 6 of us made it out. That's when the newscast comes on and there's no voice acting. I thought maybe this was a bug since the trailer at the beginning of the game shows voice acting, but I have no idea. There's so many parts of this game with no voice acting or not enough voices, and I looked all over the place to see if it was a bug or the equipment I'm using that caused it, but I think this is just the game. The newscaster just talks about more levees breaking down, more flooding, and that the rain isn't going to slow down anytime soon. The newscaster then mentions some names of people who were injured, and one of those names Stephanie recognizes. Also of importance, there's an escaped murder suspect. The audio is so bad here, I'm just gonna sum it up. Stephanie mentions Claire Watt, who is at a place called the Mission Care Center, is someone she knows. Joshua asks if she's worried about her and if she wants to go see her. Stephanie isn't sure what she wants to do, so Joshua offers to go with her if she needs it. Before she can answer, the chef says we should go to the station since it's not safe to stay here. Now that I'm free to move, we can access the recycle bin. I mean, it says garbage, but it's clearly a recycle bin. You can place items inside for other characters to have, but only if they reach this particular bin. It's not like a Resident Evil box, they aren't connected. At least I can free up some space. After sorting some stuff out, Joshua and Stephanie spot the murder suspect. Before we can really react, a detective runs up to us.
I'm Detective Richard Trapp of the Geo Police Department. Have you seen this woman? She's a murder suspect in the last scene in this area.
Sorry, I haven't seen it.
Okay. If you see her, report right away. Please be careful. She is a murderer. Thank you for your assistance.
Why didn't you tell him the truth?
Jeez, they really have some creep answers for poor Joshua here. Oh god. I decided not to reveal her this time. At least Stephanie agrees with me. After this, Stephanie and Joshua go to warm up by the heater at the Popco store. Stephanie asks Joshua about the name Geo section, meaning large hole? It's worded weirdly, but the Japanese version kind of says the same thing. I think she's referring to the underground part of the city, you know, the whole Geo City project. Anywho, Stephanie is worried about the rain and that it will continue to fill water and damage other areas. She's worried about the east side. Alright then, let's ransack this place. After we grab what we can, we run into a familiar problem.
Do you mind if I stand on you? I think I can get up there if I can stand on your back.
Huh? Stand on my back?
Yeah, I think it's the only way up.
Good idea. Let's do it.
Thank you. Do you have a rope or something? I think I can tie it around this.
Looking around the construction site, I find an area that's a tad dangerous. There's some power lines down in some water. If I'm careful, I can get Joshua over to this small building. I find a couple of items and a rope. Nice! Though I'm a little sad I have to take off my new hat if I want to put on this raincoat. Giving Stephanie the rope, we can now continue heading to the station.
There's a helicopter. We're saved.
Every time this flood watch shows up, it's because we're moving to a new section of the game. It gives us an idea of how much of the area is flooded and what time it is. Joshua and Stephanie make it to the helicopter, only to find they aren't just taking anybody, as we can see the citizen demanding to be let on. However, they are prioritizing the injured. They are a rescue operation sent by the McMurrow Group. Mr. McMurrow is privately funding it. Stephanie mentions that this is her father's doing. Joshua then agrees that the injured should go first. Stephanie says that they can just use the train to evacuate. The train? With how bad everything is, do we really expect to ride a train out of here? Heading inside pretty much confirms this.
What is going on? Can we use the train?
Huh? No way. Look. Probably caused by the flooding. There are evacuation buses leaving from the station's north gate.
Do you know how the city's east side is holding up?
The east side? I'm not sure. But I don't think it's as bad as it is here. If we get hit with some more rain, I don't know what'll happen.
Are you worried about Claire?
Yes.
Don't worry, I'm sure she's been evacuated by now.
But she can't walk.
Are you really close to her?
Close? Well, I don't know.
You're worried about her, right?
What are you still doing here? Hurry and get to the north entrance.
Let's go.
Well, at least there's buses still available. Trying to walk over to Stephanie causes the ground to collapse. Ah, crap. How do we get down there? Talking to the guy there, after he complains about how he might be in trouble for her falling there, he lets us know how to get down by going to the underpass. He says it's dangerous, but if we want to help her, we have to. We need a speed handle, which will open the gate. After finding a new backpack, I'm able to fit the speed handle in the bag, which was inside the office here. There's also a lighter. I only mentioned this because of the consequence I'll be facing later on for using this. Heading down, we get to the gate keeping the underpass closed off, but it seems too dark to see. I guess it is? Okay, let's use the lighter I just found. I mean, I could have used the toy flashlight I found earlier, but I didn't. Ah, sweet! Joshua looks like he's got a fireball in his hand. Unfortunately, I run into this reef here and light it on fire.
Huh? I'm sorry. Something caught on fire.
What's going on? Have you found her? No, I don't think so. Just keep looking over there. Okay.
Please help. Someone is still over there.
I'm sorry. They're a murder suspect right now. We should talk to the rest of us.
North entrance. Must have saved Stephanie. I should go to the north entrance and get the rescue team.
While this doesn't matter to Joshua, this will change something later on in someone else's route. Ah, nice. Stephanie's right over there. However, there's a bar in my way. I was a little worried I might fall trying to get around it, but it lets me move it. Oh, yeah, okay, I want to move it. What could go wrong? No time to worry about Stephanie waking up. Since I knocked down the bar, if I try the other options, Joshua will say he has no time. In a different run, I didn't move the bar and took a long way around instead.
Kujimiya-san? Kujimiya-san? 大丈夫? 大丈夫？
But I didn't do that, and I have no time. Just toss her on Joshua's back and let's get out of here. Also, I lose the raincoat. Clothing has a percentage of damage it can take, and the more you fall over, the more damage it takes. But don't worry, you won't end up naked. If pants break, they just don't protect you anymore. We managed to escape and get onto the bus.
Where am I?
We're on a bus. We're heading to the West Junction.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I fell asleep.
You're afraid of lightning? It's okay. You're safe with me.
Okay. Good girl, Beth. She's with her mother.
What about her mother?
I lost her mother.
Huh? Huh? Oh crap. Oh crap! She's talking about her dead mom. Okay, Joshua, this is the time to not say any of those creepy lines the game keeps trying to give you.
Oh, sorry. I had no idea.
It's okay. My mother died when I started junior high school.
So your father raised you alone?
No, he remarried soon after that, and my world crashed. I believe she's the woman at the Mission Care Center.
Stephanie, I have someone I want you to meet. This is Claire, your new mother.
Nice to meet you, Stephanie.
Stephanie, say hello to her.
I just couldn't accept that she was my new mother. Even though she was nice to me, I couldn't be nice to her. I guess I blamed her. I feel bad. It wasn't right of me.
It's not your fault. It's normal behavior at that age.
It is.
We're almost there.
The bus makes it to a campsite where people are waiting to be rescued. A helicopter should arrive at some point, but no one is sure when. Since we've got nothing better to do, let's look around and see what we can repurpose. Now that I look like a jogging Santa, let's help the chef over there. I do have a lot of food and probably don't need it all. And while I had the Santa hat, I found an even better hat. A chef hat. Wish I had found that before cooking. Now that we've done all that, let's talk with Stephanie.
Stephanie. What are you thinking about?
I don't know if I should leave. What if she's still here? I can't leave her here.
Her? You mean your stepmother at the Mission Care Center?
Yes.
I won't leave you here alone. I'll go with you to the Mission Care Center.
Thank you. But I'm not sure I should go. I've done some terrible things to her. I don't know what to do.
What did you do to her?
Can't find my mother's dress. Where is it?
What are you screaming about?
The dress! Mother's favorite dress! I kept it as a remembrance. What? I had no idea you felt that way about the dress. I'm so sorry, Stephanie. I put it in a box for donation. How
dare you give it away? I want it back! Now!
Stephanie. She didn't mean to.
No! I won't forgive you! I hate you! I hope you die!
I was really angry back then.
It's okay. It must have been hard for you.
Do you think so? But
Hey, look! The helicopter is here! Oh my goodness!
Mamma mia!
Crap, 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 crap! Why does this keep happening?
No!
Is that the head chef?
Everyone has gathered around the wreckage of the helicopter, but refuses to move to help Chef, who's hanging from the ledge. Guess it's up to Joshua.
Help! I can't hold on any longer!
Oh ho, that's tempting. I mean, of course I'll help.
The chef and that young man fell.
Chef!
Helicopter is completely destroyed. We have no hope now. There's no chance they're alive. What will happen to us? Rescue helicopters should still be arriving at the East Junction. We should go there.
Wait! My boyfriend is still down there.
What are you talking about? Just get her into the bus. Hurry up!
No, I'm not going!
Come on!
I don't know how Joshua didn't break a rib.
Chef! Chef! I'm sorry that I got you into this mess.
Don't move and stay calm.
Don't worry about me. I should have spent more time with my son.
Can I have your hat? Joshua, somehow, climbs back up and tries to catch up with everyone else on his own. This is where the muddy filter comes in, so bear with it for a moment. Not that I'll talk about this section for long. After forgetting how to drop down, I find a new jacket. Nice. Oh, and I found a jet ski. It's a little janky, but it's more useful than the bike was in Disaster Report. We don't get very far before we're stuck at a point and need to find something to open up this truck. I need to bring the jet ski for the next part. Now I get to introduce you to Jasper. You can give him items to hang on to for other characters. What makes him different than the recycling bin? He always has the items. So if you run into him, you can get whatever you gave him. Climbing into the restaurant, we can hear the news on. I didn't stick around in my first run, but my second run, I paid more attention.
Strong winds are causing high waves along the coastline. These high waves are likely to cause extensive damage to the many areas where the coastal levees are compromised. Our next story, Mayor Gavin Goldstein is missing. Mayor Goldstein was last seen on the way into the city to coordinate anti-flood operations. It's suspected that he may be the latest victim of the flood.
So the mayor might be missing. And he might be dead. That can't be good. Anyway, we get a crowbar and open the truck to get the jet ski through. As you can see, I needed to jump over these hedges to get to the other side. Also, this flood of water comes rushing at me, so having the jet ski will get us there. It, takes a few times before I get there, but I do it. Unfortunately, the jet ski is broken. Oh well. Let's move on. Oh hey, wasn't that lady on the bus?
My daughter is in trouble. The lady who tried to rescue her is also stuck on it. Please, help them.
Oh, a little girl and a lady in trouble? I wonder... Oh, it's Stephanie.
Stephanie?
You're alive! Please, take that!
No. It's your turn, Stephanie.
No!
Let's drop this kid off with her mom and figure out how to help Stephanie. We're separated by some raging water. No way I can swim to her. So looking around, I find another hat, and then I find this broken sign. But it's too much to push on my own. So I go back and recruit the mother. Now with the sign moved, I can get up here and get to Stephanie.
I'm so happy to see you again.
So am I. Stephanie!
Oh, thank God that you're both safe. Thank you so much. Without you, I would have lost my princess. Hurry, the rescue team is waiting. Come on, let's get out of here.
We should go now.
I can't leave yet.
I'm gonna pause here. This is where we can end Joshua's path early, getting his B ending. So yeah, most of the choices change nothing. It's critical moments that decide if the journey ends or not. We're gonna keep going on this one, but in the next playthroughs, I'm cutting it here to save time. If we ended things here, you could do two things. Just pull a Keith and hop onto the helicopter by yourself, or argue with Stephanie to leave with Joshua by using the information she's given him about her stepmother. It's kind of a low blow.
Just forget it. Why don't you leave here with me?
But
She's not your real mother. She might not even be there anymore, or she may be dead already.
What? How could you say that?
She moved in soon after your mother died. And remember, she gave away your mother's favorite dress. Going to see her means disgracing your mother. How could you do that? Come on, let's get on the helicopter and fly far away from here.
You're right. I'm coming with you. Cool, you're coming with us.
Oof. That was awful. But in this playthrough, we're gonna go help her.
I need to go to the Mission Care Center.
I'm coming with you.
Really?
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Oh, thank you so much. I was worried about going alone. Are you guys going? Yeah, I'm sorry. We can't come with you. I'm so glad you're coming. Let's go.
Heading into the next area, Stephanie stops us to tell us to call her Steph instead of her full name. Aww. Hey, you're doing great, Joshua. You got the nickname pass. And then she collapses. Joshua helps her up and holds her hand as we both move into the city. While we walk around, I regret getting rid of the speed handle. Dang, there's some items behind here we could have used. Oh well. As we slowly move through the city, a man in a lab coat rushes to us and asks for help. A friend of his is stuck under debris. Joshua tells Steph he'll be back as soon as possible, but he has to help. Lucky for him, Steph is pretty understanding. So I follow the lab coat guy, and he's telling the truth. His friend is stuck. After helping out, I rush back to make sure nothing happened to Steph. She's not doing great, but there's a restaurant nearby we can go to rest. At least we can warm up.
I'm sorry. I'm just not feeling too good.
You just need a warm meal. I'll look around for something to eat.
Thank you.
To the kitchen! We can use the pot here and throw some food I have on me, just like back at the camp when we helped the chef. Joshua then hands both plates to Steph.
Here. They're both for you, Steph. Eat as much as you can and feel better.
Huh? Thank you. But I can't eat all of them. Let's eat together.
Are you sure? All right then.
You know what? I'm still not sure if I should go to the Mission Care Center.
Girl, I don't mean to be insensitive, but I think we made our choice back at the helicopter we both could have hopped onto. It's way too late to have second thoughts.
Is it because of your terrible relationship with her?
No, that's not it. I've done a terrible thing to her.
Terrible thing?
I hate you! Get out! If you don't leave, I will! Wait! Please wait, Stephanie! No!
She was paralyzed after the accident.
Oh. Oh, okay. I totally did not think it was that bad.
It was all my fault. She can't even use a wheelchair. She's in critical condition, probably because she couldn't move to evacuate.
So, what did you do after she became paralyzed?
What could I do? I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even look at her. It was just too painful to see her. That's why I went away to boarding school after junior high. I haven't seen her or my father since. I couldn't bring myself to go see them. Even after their divorce, I still wouldn't visit them. I just couldn't accept what happened to her. I felt so guilty. I have no idea what I should do. What do you think?
We're still going. We missed our chance to escape, so we're seeing this through.
Let's go see her and take it from there. We can always leave whenever.
You really think so? Okay.
We'll leave after a short nap. We gotta rest.
Okay.
Finally, we make it to the Mission Care Center area. It looks deserted, and the more we move through it, the more it seems to be underwater. Ugh, I can't imagine going into that cold water. Let's see what we can find. It doesn't take long for us to find a boat. Now, how do we get to it? Well, we can climb onto the roof. Nice. Thank goodness there are oars here. After a bit of maneuvering around the buildings, we find a place to dock.
Look at the sign. It says that the patients and staff evacuated to Del Rey Inner Park.
Let's go to Del Rey Inner Park.
Yeah, but I'm still not sure I want to see her.
Let's just go. We lose the raft to a whirlpool. Guess we can't go back that way. Hopefully we can get rescued here. We get told to go to the circus tent that's being used as a shelter, and Steph decides to ask if anyone from the Mission Care Center is here. And you know what? We're told there are. I guess that means these poor people are stuck here. But at least we might find Claire. And a rescue helicopter is coming. That's good. The muddy filter annoys me to the point where I make Steph wait until I fix it. I feel really bad not giving Steph any clothing pieces. It's gotta be freezing. But I kinda don't think about it during this playthrough. Before heading inside, a building collapses. Steph goes to check it out, but I decide to go into the tent first to ransack the place.
You must be among the evacuees. I'm glad the tent can provide shelter.
What happened to the circus crew?
I fear that many died from the mudslide and others were swept away. People who work for the circus, they live for the animals and the children's laughter. But now what? I have no purpose in life. How could this happen?
Don't give up. You rebuild the circus and make it bigger and better than before.
Bigger. You know, you're right. The bigger the circus, the more animals and children it will hold. Thank you. I'll try one more time. Here, it's nothing fancy, but please accept it as a token of appreciation.
Pirate hat? You know I'm putting that on. Thank you, sad circus ringmaster. Ringmaster's birthday? Yeesh, no wonder he's so gloomy. After picking up everything that wasn't nailed down, I go to check on Steph. It seems someone is injured. The rescue workers ask if I can help carry him, and of course, Joshua agrees.
Nothing too critical, but her body is very cold. Please bring her something hot to eat. There's some soup in the RV parked in the tent out back. You can get there by going through here.
Goodness, we're just now an errand boy, huh? It's okay, this guy needs help. So the whole RV directions suck because there are a few of them out here. Also, I forget that running will spill it everywhere. Good thing it doesn't matter. Steph then asks if Claire is here and gets told she's out in an RV in the back. She quickly heads over there and I follow.
Excuse me, I was told there's a woman named Claire Wyatt here.
Who are you? Are you family?
Yes, I am.
Sorry, I hate to tell you this, but she doesn't have much time left. You should see her right away.
Looks like Steph isn't sure. You should go and apologize to her.
Okay.
I hate to intrude, but she's so unsure she probably doesn't want to do this alone. And I'm gonna see this to the end.
Excuse me? Stephanie. Stephanie. Why? Why are you here? I have something to tell you. It's okay, Stephanie. Huh? You don't need to blame yourself. But I can see that you've gone through a lot of trouble to find me. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you so much. I don't deserve it. I knew from the very beginning that you were a very good girl. I was happy to have you as my daughter, even for a short period. Mom, no. I'm sorry, Mom. Please, don't blame yourself anymore. Take care of your father.
She was very happy to see you.
Yeah, she was. Because of you, I was able to see my mom. Thank you. I'm sorry, but could you leave me alone?
I think we did good, Joshua. we did good. But let's not forget that this is an action game, so as soon as we leave the circus tent, everything starts to shake. And we lose another helicopter. Wait, does that mean everyone is dead? Even that guy we helped? The gloomy ringmaster? I hope not. Can't think about that. Gotta help Steph.
Oh, man, that just figures.
Joshua! I'm the one who's supposed to say stuff like that, not you.
Oh, it's... It's my father! Dad! Mom! Mom is... Dad!
What? It's... It's the media tower.
It looks like he's telling us to go there.
All right, Steph. Let's go to the media tower.
Okay.
We're on the home stretch for finishing Joshua's route. We enter Central Geo District that's freezing over. The wind is really bad here. And now, a reenactment of the first game.
Steph!
At this point I realize I have a ton of stuff on me, so I give a few items to Steph. There's a lot of traversing to get to the tower, when suddenly, a tsunami! I appreciate waiting for me! We spot the helicopter and keep moving towards the tower, so I was correct in guessing he meant the tower. Whew!
Father!
Stephanie!
Father! Mom is dead.
Any chance to talk to you? Stephanie, you're the right thing. And you don't cry. I'm sorry I put you through this. It's okay. Everything will be...
Father!
Let's go.
That is the good ending for Joshua. His A ending. Joshua does a summary at the end, which, you know what, I'm skipping because it just goes over what we already went through, and most of the characters' endings are hard to hear. We get a survivor certificate, but it doesn't have nearly as many points as the first game. It says I never died, but that's not true. But the certificate only counts when you die of Lib BT. It doesn't count you jumping to your death by mistake. Wait, jewelries? What's that? We'll come back to that later. For now, ignore it. Well, now that we finished the longest route in the game, I think this is a good place to pause. We still have 4 more characters to go through, and 1 secret character. And they aren't as long, but this video will be really long if we try to go through them right now. So, join me in part 2. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and thank you for watching till the end. Bye-bye!